In a surprising turn of events, Adams, who once called Cuomo a liar and a snake, now plans to campaign with him.
All this in hopes of slowing the momentum of Zoran Mamdani. Let's get right to Fox 8's Morgan McKay in East Harlem with the big story at 5 tonight. Morgan.
Hey, Steve, Natasha. Yeah, as you guys said, Mayor Eric Adams calling Andrew Cuomo a snake and a liar just last month. But today, that's all changed. Now Adams calling Cuomo a brother. Now, this endorsement doesn't come as too much of a surprise. When Adams dropped his reelection bid, many of his close advisors went to go work for Cuomo. And Adams reportedly has been facing pressure to endorse despite his past tumultuous relationship with the former governor. Adams said today that despite their differences, he believes that Zoran Mamdani's policies will destroy the city, the same argument Cuomo has been making for months. Adams says that he is going to be campaigning with Cuomo in these final days. He also denies that he was offered any money or a position in the Cuomo administration in exchange for this endorsement.
Am I angry that I'm not the one taking down Zoran, the socialists and the communists? You're darn right I am. But you know what? The city means more to me than anything. And it is time for us as a family to come together.
We all have to do our best to make sure that Zoran does not become the next mayor. And the mayor put his own personal ambition and ego aside to make sure he's doing everything he can to make sure that New York remains New York. And I applaud him for that.
Now, Mamdani today was out proposing an expansion of a pilot program that gives new mothers baby baskets, which includes essential items as well as a resource guide of information on the city's newborn home visiting program, breastfeeding, postpartum depression, and more. Mamdani says the program would cost less than $20 million and combat postpartum mortality rates. He also responded to comments made by Cuomo this morning on the radio, calling it a disgusting display of Islamophobia. Here's Cuomo on the radio this morning and Mamdani's response.
God forbid another 9/11. Can you imagine Mamdani in the seat?
Yeah, I could. He'd be cheering.
It's another problem. But can you imagine that?
We're speaking about a former governor who, in his final moments in public life, is engaging in rhetoric that is not only Islamophobic, not only racist, it's also disgusting, and is his final closing argument with less than 2 weeks before Election Day. New Yorkers are living in the most expensive city in the United States of America. They're looking for a mayor who will deliver affordability.
Now, Curtis Sliwa also back out campaigning at the subway today, pushing his public safety platform. The Staten Island Advance had an editorial this morning urging Sliwa voters to support Cuomo. Staten Island usually votes Republican, and many of Sliwa's supporters live in that borough. But Sliwa brushing it off, saying they've also endorsed Adams in 2021. Sliwa making the argument that no one understands Staten Island and New York City like he does. Sliwa also taking a shot at Mayor Adams for his endorsement of Cuomo.
Corrupt birds of a feather flock together. I'm not worried about that. Anybody who was going to vote for Eric Adams, I have to wonder where they've been these last 4 years, because he is the most corrupt mayor in the history of New York. So, hey, Andrew Cuomo, you can have whatever votes he had. I don't ever want Eric Adams' votes.
Now, tonight at 6:30, Governor Kathy Hochul and Mamdani are going to be appearing at a rally together at Foley Square. Their campaigns tell me that this is the first time that they will be campaigning together since she endorsed him for mayor. Reporting live, I'm Morgan McKay. Steve, Natasha, back to you.
All right, Morgan, thank you so much. And